Kia ora everyone, it's 4 weeks today since that terrible earthquake struck Christchurch, and we've talked a lot in those 4 weeks about the extraordinary kindness of people, from the USAR teams and the emergency service personnel who risk their lives to help, to the very, very many people who've worked to raise money for the people and businesses of Christchurch. And tonight we can add the Foo Fighters to that list. Yes, one of the world's biggest rock bands have flown to Auckland to play a one-off show tonight with all proceeds going to Christchurch. The ticket price between $175 and $250 a pop. The show sold out within minutes, and our man David Farrier is at the Auckland Town Hall where he met the band about half an hour ago. He asked them about their impromptu visit.
Well, we were coming down to originally our schedule was that we were supposed to go to Tokyo first. And then we were going to go to Australia just for this promotional tour. We have a record coming out in about a month, 3 weeks. And so then the earthquake in Christchurch happened, and we had a lot of friends that were here when it happened. There was another festival coming through, and some friends of ours from the Melvins were in town, and Queens of the Stone Age, a couple bands were around when that happened. So we were getting first-hand reports from people of how bad it was. And so then I thought, you know, since we're going to be down this way, let's just stop by and do a quick concert to raise a little money for the people and have a good time. And we enjoy playing, so it just seemed like a great opportunity to come down. It'd been a long time, we haven't been here, it's for a good cause. It just seemed great. And then the earthquake in Tokyo happened, and that just kind of canceled out that whole part of the trip. We can't go to Japan now because of it. So we thought, okay, let's put New Zealand at the very beginning of the trip. So we just landed this morning, and we're going to come and have a good show for the peoples.
It's quite unusual as well because it's a much smaller venue to what you've been playing in Australia, much more intimate. I mean, like 2,000 people?
Yeah, well, to be honest, this is kind of a big one lately.
Yeah, for us, it's pretty big.
We've been doing these little club gigs over the last couple months where we just kind of walk on stage and say, hey, you want to hear the new record? And then we play the whole new record in its entirety, and then we do another couple hours of old stuff. So this is exciting, though. I mean, with that pipe organ behind us, which we're using tonight.
This is the coolest venue we've been in a long time. It's unbelievable.
It's pretty amazing, yeah. This is a really special place.
We were listening to the organ cranking up here earlier and going, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Is it nice playing a whole new record beginning to end like that? How's it going down?
It's the greatest. We've never done that, you know. I mean, some albums you make, they become like studio experiments. And from that, you pick maybe half of the album that you really want to play live, and the other half just turns into deep cuts that you'd never really perform on stage. But this one, just front to back, it's sequenced like a set list, you know. There's a beginning and there's an end, and it's all really up, and it's loud, it rocks the whole record. There's not a whole lot of like sleepy ballad moments. It's just kind of like bam, bam, bam. And live, it has this great dynamic of tempo and range where it's great.
Is it surreal for you guys now, because you've been together in various formations for 16 years now?
Yeah.
Do you wake up and go, oh, this is quite odd? We are the Foo Fighters, we're one of the biggest rock bands around.
Yes.
and you've got kids, though. You've got kids and tours and albums.
That's almost even weirder. That's the weird part. Yeah, I mean, we made this documentary movie too, which is a trip to watch. We decided, like a year ago, I thought, you know, maybe it's time to do a history of the band documentary. But I also wanted to film the making of the new record because we made the new record in my garage. We didn't go to a big studio. We did it in the garage, about half the size of this room, and we used tape. We didn't use any computers. And we did it with Butch Vig, who produced Nirvana 20 years ago. So we made this movie about all of that. We put the history of the band and the making of the new record into one movie, and watching it, we watched it the other day. We had a screening with an audience. And it's like our life story, you know? And our kids are in it, our families are in it, and it's I wake up every day and I think, God, we've been doing this a long time. But the first time we watched the movie together, when the lights came up, the first thing I thought was, holy shit, we've been friends for a really long time. And we've been all over the world with each other for so long that screw the band and the music and stuff. The relationship between the people is like, that's a big deal, you know.
I was talking to some fans outside earlier, and some of them have come up from Christchurch to see you guys. Do you have anything to say to them that have come and the people of Christchurch?
Well, I think initially we wanted to play in Christchurch,
Yeah.
but we were told that it was just not possible.
Yeah, I guess they're still trying to figure stuff out down there. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out and buying a ticket to support the people of Christchurch, you know? I mean, it'll be a fun night of entertainment, but when you do something like this, you want to have a good time, and you want to give people an evening that, you know, makes them feel good, but you also have to kind of remember why we're here, you know? So this is the least we can do. I mean, we just come out and play a gig. We do that 5 nights a week, you know? But it's, you know, you want to encourage people to do as much as they can to help the people of Christchurch out.